Welcome back to Optimize Health, where we're making easy, healthy, and delicious meals. Today we're doing an information video on the health benefits of dark chocolate and cacao. And these are not by any means the extent of all of the potential benefits, but we're going to touch on some of these main ones. So I'd like to just go into some of the mechanisms just very briefly. So the dark chocolate and cacao contain polyphenols, flavonols, and catechins, which all provide different health benefits. The flavonols or flavonoids are a compound that stimulate the endothelial lining of blood vessels, and this causes the endothelial cells that line all of our body's blood vessels to produce nitric oxide. And so the benefits of producing nitric oxide are multifold, including for athletes and just able to deliver blood volume and blood flow more readily, things like even sexual health and erectile dysfunction. But some of the main ones that are really hyped up in the media more so are reducing risk of heart disease, as you can imagine. That's also a blood flow issue with reducing the clamping down of those coronary arteries, and also for things like cognitive function and potentially dementias, because it does increase the blood flow and that can help deliver nutrients and oxygen to the brain. So along those lines, some of the other benefits include improvement in mood as well as decrease in stress that some studies have shown test subjects to report that their subjective stress has decreased after consumption of a serving of chocolate. So just a few other really helpful things to know. The dark chocolate typically is characterized or categorized being 70% cacao or more. And depending on the brands that you get and how that chocolate is processed, there'll be different flavor profiles and just sort of different subtleties. As you get higher up into the 80s and 90s and 100%, chocolate can be more bitter. Unfortunately, a lot of these benefits are not obtained when the chocolate is refined by the Dutch method or Dutch processing, because it alkalizes and neutralizes some of these compounds, so then you don't get the health benefits. There are some ways to help try to make the chocolate taste more sweet than it actually is, and you sometimes you can pair it with things like a fruit or something that's a little sweet and also healthy. Another trick that I learned about is pairing it with coffee, because the coffee is a bit more bitter, so it helps to bring out that natural sweetness in the dark chocolate. And just before we end, I wanted to mention all of the minerals that chocolate contains. And this is really good, especially for our women and our women who are trying to normalize their menstrual cycles, to have all of these minerals to help support production of hormones and also to replace lost things like iron. So the dark chocolate can contain almost half your daily value of iron.
You should talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, or veterinarian to see if any of these recipes, suggestions, or contents of these videos are right for you. Nothing contained in these videos are intended to be taken as medical advice. Use at your own risk.
It contains quite a significant amount of magnesium, the higher the cacao level you go, and significant amounts of selenium, manganese, and copper are also found. It also has substantial amounts of zinc, which are important for hormone production. And not to forget that it's very high in fiber. I should be embarrassed to say, but I'll just tell you that I get almost half of my daily fiber from my chocolate, my dark chocolate, and my almond butter consumption. And for women, it's recommended to get about 20 to 25 grams per day. And so I'm getting at least 10 or more grams from those two items alone. And one last thing that has really surprised me when I was doing my research on dark chocolate is that the antioxidant capacity of dark chocolate is one of the highest of all known superfoods. They tested a lot of fruits, and some of the well-known superfruits like blueberries and acai berries, and dark chocolate and cacao outperformed those. And so just at modest amounts, having 1 or 2 servings a day can really boost your health benefits. So I'm hoping that sharing this with you will help you and improve your health, and that you'll like, share, and subscribe, and share with people that you also want to help improve their health, and who doesn't love chocolate. So thank you for joining.